Welcome to the 8th edition of the Morocco Desert Challenge. After 2 shorter editions in Tunisia, the rally is back in Morocco.
Ja, we zijn natuurlijk heel blij om terug te zijn.
We are obviously very happy to be back in Morocco. It's been since 2019 that we were able to organize our annual rally here in Morocco. On the square behind me there are some 1,300 persons of 31 nationalities. And we will share a fantastic adventure. We will have a fantastic race here in Morocco for 8 days. We're here with 555 vehicles in total, some 300 competition vehicles. We have about 100 cars, 100 side-by-side vehicles, 22 competition trucks and 75 bikes. And that brings us to a total of about 300 competition vehicles, which I find a very nice figure.
Dat een heel mooi getalletje is.
The days before the start is the scrutineering in Agadir. 2 days of intense verifying to be sure that everything is in order, safety as well.
I'm really happy to be here because we're working a lot with the bike. We're working a lot on my skills and navigation on the rally, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I can't wait to start.
Poltar is one of the favorites within the bikes in the SSV category. Frenchman Philippe Page is one of them as well.
On est carrément joyeux de revenir.
We're just really happy to be back at the start here. We will do everything we can to successfully defend our victory of 2019, which was the last edition of the Morocco Desert Challenge here in Morocco. We do that with the same team as well. We have brought the team back together again, and especially for this occasion. In the car category, plenty of nationalities as well. One of them is Henk de Jong, driving with Wouter Rosegaard.
Het is altijd een prachtige mooie rally, goed georganiseerd.
It's always been a very nice rally, well organized, cozy, with a lot of participants. I'm sure it's going to be a good fight. And a great Dutch contingent as well in the truck category. Jannes van Kasteren is one of the favorites.
Mooi om hier in Morocco te
Nice to be back here in Morocco, where the rally, the Morocco Desert Challenge, actually belongs, as the name says. Last year was Tunisia, but I like this country more. It's the 9th or 10th participation for me. Let's have a look at the edition 2023 of the Morocco Desert Challenge, which starts in Agadir. The organization has switched from the coast-to-coast principle, going from Agadir to Assa. Fumzuit, a nice loop there, then back to Mamit and another loop. And lots of dunes on the 2023 edition. It will be a tough one. Then it's off to the prologue, 38.4 kilometers of all sorts of terrain between Agadir and Agadir. .4 kilometers then, all sorts of terrain, pretty fast and some good navigation at the end. This is Mathieu Liebart, Belgian driver on KTM, ends up in 5th in this prologue. There's a quad category as well. Within the bike category, that is, this is Miguel Arranz, finishes just outside the top 20 overall. And just look at this beautiful scenery. Not such a good stage for Bram van der Waarden on the Chaco though. He loses some 12 minutes in this rather short stage. Lorenzo Santolino ends up in 4th, just behind this Paul Tarris on the Yamaha. Rodney Fagata ends up in second after a good stage. A decent start to the Morocco Desert Challenge.
It's a new race, new bike. We've come away with second in the Prologue, so I'm bloody pumped with that. It's going good. Can't ask for more. It was good and safe. Had a fair bit of dust because I started sort of back in the pack, but yeah, everything's going well.
But this man was fastest, Rui Gonçalves, beating Fagata by over 3 minutes. Good start for the Portuguese Choco rider. And this is the top 10 of the Prologue. Off to the side-by-side vehicles then. A pretty competitive category. Lots of SSVs at the start. The number of participants has increased significantly, over 100 at the start. Martin and Mitchell van der Brink are among the favourites, but they have a catastrophic prologue, only finishing in 83rd. Floor Meyer and Rudolf Meyer are just a couple of places ahead of the Van den Brinks, but they lose 1.5 minutes less time. Still, difficult start to the rally. Andrew Jacobson loses some 9 minutes as well. Goes a lot better for Patrick Hillaware, losing some 5 minutes in this prologue, just inside the top 30. And the edge is just in front of Martijn van den Broek, also on a Can-Am. And we take a ride with Van den Broek. Some navigation at the end there. Patrice Garouste in the Polaris ends up in 4th. Great stage for the Frenchman. Michiel Becks, Wout de Graaf in 3rd. Only 25 seconds behind the winner. Gert Huizink, only 10 seconds behind the winner, Rodrigo Varela.
Het was een mooi proefje trouwens.
It was a nice stage. It had everything in it. It was short, but it had everything in it. And a good start is half the work, right? Stage winner Rodrigo Varela in his Can-Am, beating Gert Huizink by 10 seconds. Here's a brief overview of the top 10 after those 38 kilometers of the prologue in the SSV category. Off to the cars and buggies now. These are Ronald Scholderman and Mark Solomons in the Mitsubishi. Have a good stage. Only lose some 3 minutes over the 38 kilometers.
Ja, super eigenlijk.
It was great actually. It took a lot of getting used to, but I think we enjoyed the maximum of those 26, 28 minutes. How was the navigation? Yeah, okay. It was a bit tricky at the end with some treacherous bits, but I think we actually went through it smoothly. We made no mistakes. It was a good pace in the end, so everything's okay.
Dus ja, mooi snel tempo gehad.
Mike van Eckeren and Peter van Kruisdijk end up in 27th. And this is the Toyota of de Jong. He ends up in 14th in this stage. This Toyota.
Was een mooie stage.
It was a nice stage. It was short. Was some 25 k's I think, but had everything in it. Fast parts, bumpy parts, and sometimes they're pretty tricky to navigate, I think. So I think it was a nice stage. Philippe and Nicolas Lambilliot in their G Rally. Look at how the suspension works on that machine. They're in 41st after the prologue. Good start of the rally for Erwin and Olivier Imschoot in their MD Rally Sport. 7th in the prologue. Just behind Lionel and Lucy Baud, who end up in 5th. century. Jerome Pinochet wants to extend his win over 2019, and he has a good start of the rally. Ends up in 4th in the prologue, just behind Guy Housset and Lionel Costes, both in an MD. Simon Fitze ends up in 2nd.
Un beau prologue, un vrai prologue.
It was a nice prologue, a real rally raid prologue with lots of navigation. Beautiful but difficult terrain. It went very well for us. A good warm-up because it's been 3 months since we last raced, so and everything went well.
Sinon, non, nickel.
This is the winner of the prologue, Mathieu Serradori, with Louis Minaudier on his side, beating the competition by at least 40 seconds. A roundup of the results. Top 5 all for French drivers. Then the 4th and last category of the Morocco Desert Challenge, the competition trucks. Always impressive, especially when there's a specialist like Janus van Kasteren at the wheel. We drove well, made no mistakes, and when navigating we went a little too far to the right, but we didn't lose any minutes. It was okay. Marcel Snijders, co-driver of Janus van Kasteren. This is Igor Bowens, who ends up in 3rd in the prologue, just a couple of minutes behind this impressive Iveco of Vic Verstijnen. And this is Lars Jans with the DAF. He finishes just ahead of his dad Fons in 12th and 13th.
was hartstikke mooi, weinig
It was a very nice stage, a couple of rocks which we had last year. It was just a super nice stage. We had the speed right away from the start. We were close to 140 and we kept the speed up until the finish. Drive along with Jans for a while. This is Gianandrea Pellegrini, just inside the top 10 with his Iveco. Good stage for Florian Skibba as well. 6th after the 38 kilometers. And Amber Timmermans with the DAF, the first of the DAFs in the rankings, in 4th. Here's the top 10 again of the truck category of that prologue stage. Then it's the first real stage with first liaison to Plage Blanche and then up to Assa. And it all starts with an impressive 25 kilometers on Plage Blanche on the beach. There was just one issue. There was a bit of fog because of the sea, and the start had to be delayed for 1.5 hours, but everybody got on the way, and they got on the way in a very impressive way, as you can see, with a group start. 10 bikes at the time. SSVs as well have a common start. We ride along with Amin Ishige, because after the beach it's off to the wet. Makes it the real start of the Morocco Desert Challenge. Starting all together also means that you can follow each other. And that is exactly what the main contenders for the win did today. Very difficult to create a gap when you have a group start. Yes, Salvador Vargas.
My day was really good. This is like my first serious rally. I was waiting for this for too long, so yeah, I'm very happy. Now at the afternoon in the second part, I could come alone. I could navigate, so it was really, really good.
Vargas finished in 6th in the stage, 2 places behind Paul Tarras.
Yeah, it was good, really fast the last part during the race. A little bit dangerous because we can running a lot, but well, this is rally. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm here, so that's cool.
4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 11th, 12th, 13th. 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 32nd, 33rd, 34th, 35th, 36th, 37th, 38th, 39th, 40th, 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 44th, 45th, 46th, 47th, 48th, 49th, 50th, 51st, 52nd, 53rd, 54th, 55th, 56th, 57th, 58th, 59th, 60th, 61st, 62nd, 63rd, 64th, 65th, 66th, 67th, 68th, 69th, 70th, 71st, 72nd, 73rd, 74th, 75th Gonçalves, winner of the Prologue, ends up in second.
It was quite okay, you know, we started all in line, so it's quite nice to have the start on the beach all together. It was kind of nice, so and then settle my pace, trying to avoid mistakes and finish second. So yeah, it was a long stage. It's quite hot out there, but it was good. I felt good.
The stage win was for Lorenzo Santolino.
On a roulé un peu en groupe jusque
We stayed together until CP1 after about 60 kilometers, and then I increased the rhythm a bit and drove off alone, and Rui followed me to the end. Always opening the track yourself is a bit difficult. It's a bit difficult to gain some time as well, but it's only the first stage and there is still a very long rally to go.
Un course très long.
Stage win then for Santolino. And Gonçalves forgot her in third, a good result for him as well. And then off to the SSV category. They have a common start as well, which makes it very impressive here on Plage Blanche. It's a good sprint for just over 20 kilometers on the Virgin Beach. Here's Frederik Meijer getting away from the start with Floor Meijer here trying to edge away towards the front. Very impressive helicopter footage here. And here we're driving with Martinez and Max van der Valk in the Can-Am. Trying to overtake is always risky. You have to be sure the other car has seen you. There's Van den Broek taking the start of the stage. Right along with Van den Broek and Van der Poel.
Plage Blanche is prachtig, hè?
Plage Blanche remains beautiful, 25 kilometers long. It was a bit foggy, so you couldn't see far ahead. So you really had to pay attention. And then it actually starts. Then you go in that canyon in, and you know then that it really starts. And that was immediately the case. As you can see with Rodriguez Gamboa as well. Very difficult terrain from the beach there. Gamboa ends up in 5th. Good stage for Van den Brink. In 3rd at the end of the stage, a lot better than the prologue.
Veel stenen vandaag.
Lots of rocks today, but we already knew that from previous editions. I think we had one puncture, but Kees and I, we ran away a bit. He overtook us at the puncture, and just before the finish line, we overtook him again. But I think we're making up some time today.
Ik hoorde dat Huizink ook wat problemen had met de banden, dus denk dan vandaag wel weer tijd goed maken.
Kees, that was Kees Box finishing in 4th in the stage. Stage win for Michiel Becks. A great stage for Michiel Becks and Wouter de Graaf in their Arcane SSV.
De navigator is top.
Navigation's been great. We really had a good day today. What happens tomorrow remains to be seen, because it's not the same every day here. But if we can continue like this, I'll be very happy. Stage win then for Becks and de Graaf. The cute looking Arcane, and look by the chasing Can-Ams. That was a great performance by Becks and de Graaf. To the cars then. Always impressive to see them fly over the beach as well. And we drive along with Rizardi in his Porsche, believe it or not. A very well-known car in rally raids. And it gets to impressive speeds. Jan de Vos and David Jansen. Difficult stage for them. And here we ride with Scholderman and Salomons in the ASX2. They finish up just inside the top 30. Good stage as well for Vincent Thijs and Tom de Leeuw. Trying to avoid punctures here. Plenty of rocks now in this stage. And a fully focused driver pairing here, as you can see. Here's Henk de Jong and Wouter Roosgaard again in their Toyota. Speeding along, and that gives him a 9th place finish in this second stage. And here's Guillaume Dumoret. Very unfortunate during the prologue when he rolled the car, but it's a good first real stage for him. Ends up in 8th. Yesterday's prologue, it wasn't easy as we turned the car. It wasn't exactly a dream start, but today was a new day. It was a very long stage with lots of different landscapes, and I just heard that we finished in 8th, so I'm pretty happy with that result. It's very good.
Heel tevreden mee.
Mike van Eijkeren in their century with Pieter van Kruisdijk, 2 places ahead of Guillaume Dumoret and Jean-Pierre Garcin. Edwin and Olivier Imschot here, father and son in their MD. Good stage for them as well. Among the contenders in 5th, Simon Witz and Frédéric Lefebvre. A good stage for them again. In 2nd, but the stage win goes to Mathieu Serradori. Beating Witz by some 33 seconds.
On est sur un bon rythme là pour un début.
We are in a good rhythm before at the start of the race. It was fun. We follow each other a bit. I don't think there are big gaps now, so it's still fun. You can't make any mistakes though, because you can't have any punctures, because you can't stop here. We did the job. Serradori wins it from Witze, Pélichet and Housset, and then Imschot, the first of the non-French drivers. And then it's off to the trucks. Last category to start at Plage Blanche. These are probably the most impressive speeding trucks you'll ever see racing over that beach. And here we go, 2 at a time. Van Kasteren and Verstenen taking the start, and it's again Johannes van Kasteren taking the lead, winning the stage. Anja van Loon, to her own surprise, is in 2nd.
Ik ben gewoon 3e geworden. Mega mooie dag.
I think I'm 3rd today. Among all these men, I just came in 3rd. How did that happen? This is indescribable.
Onbeschrijfelijk dit.
Art van Velzen loses some time, ends up in 10th, but there's plenty of opportunity to make up for that lost time. And a bit of bad luck for Igor Bouwens as well, with a puncture right at the end of the stage.
Ja, het was een heel moeilijke etappe vandaag.
It was a very difficult stage today. In the beginning it went very smoothly, even over the stones and rocks. And then it went well until the checkpoints, but 5 kilometers from the end we got a puncture, and I still had to work hard to get here. but I think I still got a decent result.
Redelijke resultaat heb, denk ik.
Indeed, he comes in third, but loses almost half an hour on Van Kasteren. And this is the complete top 10 of the second stage. So that was the end of our first of 3 reports on the 2023 Morocco Desert Challenge. Next time we'll show you stages 3, 4 and 5. And as you can see, there will be plenty of dunes. See you soon.